Let's see bank reconciliation statement. Now, what do you mean by bank reconciliation statement? Normally, we are familiar with Cashbook. We are familiar with Cashbook. Okay. What is Cashbook? This is a book maintained by the cashier in your office. Okay. So, Cashbook generally consists of debit and credit. Debit and credit. So, debit we have receipt. So, credit we have payments. Credit we have payments. Credit we have payments. Debit receipt. Credit payment. Similarly, in double column cash book, cash with the bank will come. Triple column cash book, cash, bank, discount column will come. So, cash column, bank column and discount column will come. Similarly, payment side also cash column, bank column and discount column will come. Okay. So, cash receipt, bank receipt, mean checkbook, check receipt, cash receipt, check receipt, discount allowed is a loss for us. Whenever we made sale to sold goods to customer, we are offering some discount, it is called discount allowed. Similarly, this is cash payment. Similarly, check payment. So, discount received is the income, right? So, this is triple column cash book. We are familiar with that, right? Now, my thought process today is, I am going to talk about bank only. So, normally cash book, bank column we have to focus, bank column only, bank column. So, bank column of cash book debit side, bank column of cash book credit side. Bank column of cash book debit side, bank column of cash book credit side. Okay. Which means check received, check paid or check issued. So, received, check paid. So, my target is only bank column of cash book, okay, that is debit side as well as credit side. Say for example, I received a check from Mr. A. Today I am receiving check from Mr. A for amount 10,000. Check received. Okay, right. So, actually, I am going to deposit the check tomorrow. I am going to deposit the check in the bank account tomorrow. So, this is your bank account. Bank passbook. Okay, bank passbook we have. So, bank passbook we have deposit available, deposit we have, and we have withdrawal. Deposit and withdrawal. This is bank column of your passbook, bank statement. Simply say bank statement. Okay. So, deposit means credit in your account. Whenever you put any money into your bank account, it should be credited. Whenever you are going to draw any money from your bank account, it should be debited. Okay. Deposit credited, withdrawal debited. Here cash book, debit means receipt, credit means payment in cash book. In bank passbook, credit means you are depositing some money in your account or somebody depositing money in your account. What is debit? Withdrawal or any charges taken by the banker. Normally, banker will do a lot of work for you. So, what happens? They will deduct some charges to bank commission, bank charges. So, they will deduct. So, whenever money is taken from the bank account, it is called withdrawal. It is called debit. Whenever money is credited in your bank account, it is called credit or deposit. Okay, right. So, today I just received a check of 10,000. Once a check receipt, I thought I debit in the bank account. In my cash book, in my office. I debit in the bank account, which means I check received. But if you just go and check your bank account today, it is not credited. The reason we are not still it is not debited. Still we are not deposited in the bank account. Still we are not deposited in the bank account. So as on date, our checkbook shows more cash. Our passbook shows less cash. The reason, once check receipt, okay, I thought I debited in the bank account, in my cash book, in my office. Still the money is not credited in your bank account. So far, as on date today, there is more cash in your cash book. There is less cash in your passbook. This is one of the reason. Okay. Similarly, the same things will happen at the end of the month. Sometimes we have received check, we enter in the cash book. Still it is not cleared. Still it is not deposited in your bank account. So as on date, your cash book shows more balance. Your passbook shows less balance. Let's go with the reverse case. Suppose directly my customer deposit the money in my bank account. Automatically my bank account shows 20,000 today. My customers depositing straight away 20,000 in my bank account. Okay. So far that information is not received in my office. As on date, my passbook shows higher balance. My cash book shows lower. My passbook shows higher balance. My cash book shows lower balance. So my passbook shows higher balance. My cash book shows lower balance. Okay. Suppose my customer directly depositing 20,000 in my bank account. My passbooks increases by 20,000, but my cash book reduces by 20,000. Still, it's not amount clear. So far, the intimation is not given to me. No, as a cashier. So that my cash book shows lower balance. My passbook shows higher balance. Similarly, sometimes what happened now, so bankers are doing all the work for me, okay. So just a standing instruction given to my banker. So on behalf of, so whatever instruction just given to the banker, so they carrying out the activities, okay. So for that what happened now, they will take some charges, so bank charges. So bank charges, for example, 1000 rupees is deducted by the bankers, So as on date, my passbook shows lower balance by 1000 because bank charges taken by the bankers. As on date, my bank passbook shows lower by 1000. So far that information is not received in my office, in my cash, by the cashier. So far my cash book shows higher balance. Reason, bank charges deducted only in the passbook, only in the bank statement. That information the cashier is not receiving. So as on date, my cash book shows higher balance, my passbook shows lower balance. Right. So let's see the one more case. Check issued to the customer. For example, check issued to Srijit. Once a check issued to the Srijit, okay, automatically what happened? So 25,000 rupees check issued to Srijit. Once a check issued, automatically the cashier, what he used to do? Automatically credited the bank credit side of cash book. Once a check issued Srijit, he thought payment has been given. So automatically it is credited in the cash book. What is the amount? 25,000. It was credited. But check issued, so payment side entered the cash book, so I credited, so payment. But as on date, so far Srijit not deposited the check in his account. So far that amount was so far not deducted in my bank statement, So as on date, my cash book shows lower balance because I credited the payment in my cash book. So far the amount 25,000 was not deducted in the bank account. So as on date, my passbook shows higher balance. So similarly, right. So these are the reasons available, right. One more thing, sometimes I have a lot of investment available. I invested in a lot of company shares. So the company will be offering dividend to me. Automatically the dividend will be credited in my bank account. Say for example, 10,000 rupees dividend collected by my banker. Okay, from the company XYZ company. Automatically the dividend, I invested lot in the shares. Automatically the company is offering dividend to me. So the dividend was straight away credited in my bank account. Automatically as on the date, my passbook shows higher balance because of the dividend. So far that information I have not received. As on date, my cash book shows lower balance. Because my passbook shows higher dividend by 10,000. That intimation is not given to my cashier in the office. So as on date, my cash book shows lower balance. So these are the reasons cash book balance and bank book balance at the end of the month, it will not tally. So our duty, we have to reconcile what are the differences, how to make the differences possible, how to arrive to, suppose for example, we can take bank statement as cash book is a starting point. We can able to identify bank balance as per passbook ending point. Okay, the reasons I told you, these are the reasons available. Okay, either it may be debit in the cash book, it's not credited in the cash book passbook, or it may be credited in the passbook, it is not debit in the cash book, or sometimes payment has been given in the cash book, so far is not debit in the bank passbook, sometimes charges are taken by the banker, so far that information is not given to the cashier in the office. So these are the reasons. So we have to identify those reasons, we have to reconcile this. Let's see. So we have a receipt in the cash book bank column, we have a payment in the bank column of a cash book, right. So imagine we have a total of receipt to 1 lakh, my assumption 1 lakh. So here the entire total comes around 90,000 only. Entire payment total comes around 90,000 only. I have a receipt of how much? 1 lakh. I have a payment of how much? 90,000. So definitely debit side will be higher. So you can put 1 lakh. So balance 10,000. Correct? No. So this is nothing but cash at the bank. Or by balance carried on of bank column. Which means, what is the significance of 10,000? We have cash available in the bank by how much? 10,000. So this is called two balance brought down. This is called debit balance or favorable balance of rupees 10,000 as per cash book. Okay, what is bank balance as per cash book? We have cash of 10,000. Okay, bank balance or debit balance or favorable balance means we have a receipt of 1 lakh, we have a payment of 90,000. What is the excess cash we are having? 10,000. It is favorable to us. This is called bank balance as per cash book. bank balance as per cash book. Okay, right. Let's see. So cash book, debit side, credit side, debit side receipt. So credit side payment, debit side receipt, credit side payment. Okay. So now we have more payment. Say for example, we have a payment of 1,50,000 payment total, excess payment. Okay. But we have a receipt of 1 lakh only. We have a receipt of 1 lakh only. What is the total payment? 1.5 lakh. But we have receipt of 1 lakh. In the bank column, I am talking about only bank column only. No cash column, no discount column, only bank column. So I have a receipt of 1 lakh in my bank column. So 1.5 lakhs is the total. You can put it here. So 50,000 no. So we have a more payment than receipt. See, how is it possible? We have a receipt of 1 lakh only, but we made a payment of 1.5 lakhs. Correct? No, we made a payment of 1 lakh. How is it possible? Which means we borrowed loan. Okay. So definitely that amount is supposed to be loan only. See, you have a receipt of 1 lakh, but here there is a payment of 1.5 lakh. How is it possible? But definitely 50,000 we borrowed loan. So this is called more payment than receipt. So this is called by balance brought down, to loan or to balance carried down. So by balance brought down 50,000, which means we have a loan or we have a deficit. Or we have a loan or we have a borrowings. Correct? No. So this is called credit balance as per cash book. Or unfavorable balance as per cash book. Credit balance as per cash book or unfavorable balance as per cash book, or we have a loan as per cash book also we can say. Loan as per, for our understanding, loan as per cash book or deficit as per cash book or borrowing as per cash book. You can call by any name, which means we have a more payment than receipt, which means we have a borrowing amount of 50,000. That's it. Or overdraft balance, OD balance as per cash book. That's it. Okay. Right. Similarly, come back. Bank passbook, bank statement. Passbook or bank statement. Bank statement. Okay, bank statement. Right. Similarly here, so particular debit, credit. Credit means deposit in your account. Debit means withdrawal, money taken from your bank account. Okay, fine. Say for example, in my passbook, there is a credit balance of 1 lakh. There is a credit total of 1 lakh. But there is a debit total of 90,000 only. So 10,000. Correct? No? 10,000 is supposed to be your credit balance. Okay, right. So by balance brought down. How much ma? 10,000. See, in your passbook, you have excess deposit, less payment, less withdrawal. So you have excess cash in your bank account, in your bank passbook, in your bank statement. Okay. So this is called balance as per passbook. How much? 10,000. Or favorable balance as per passbook. Okay. Or credit balance as per passbook. Means we have cash in your bank account. You have a cash in your bank account. As per bank statement, you have cash. How much excess cash you are having? 10,000. So balance as per passbook, favorable balance as per passbook, or credit balance as per passbook. Any name you can call it as. Okay, ma. Let's see. Again passbook. Right. So particular debit, credit. Okay, fine. So here debit means withdrawal. Credit means deposit. Right. So here I have a debit, I have a more withdrawal. Say for example, I have withdrawal of 1.5 lakh. Okay, but I have a deposit of 1,20,000 only so far. I have a deposit of 1,20,000 only, but I have withdrawal of how much? 1.5 lakhs. How is it possible? More withdrawal than deposits. How is it possible? Definitely we borrowed loan or we have a overdraft. we have a loan, or we have a OD, overdraft, okay, or we have a borrowings. How is it possible? How is it possible? We have a less deposits but more withdrawal. But definitely 30,000 is supposed to be loan borrowed, or overdraft, or borrowings, okay. So this is called okay, this is called two balance brought down. How much? 10,000. So in your passbook, debit balance, which means debit balance as per passbook, or unfavorable balance as per passbook, okay. Debit balance as per passbook, unfavorable balance as per passbook, or overdraft balance, overdrafted. So your deposits less, but your drawing is more, okay. So overdraft as per passbook, by 30,000. So debit balance as per passbook, unfavorable balance as per passbook, or OD balance as per passbook 30,000, which means we have a more withdrawal than your deposits, 30,000. That's it. This is a trick available. So this is a trick. Okay. Bank balance as per cash book. Bank balance as per cash book, which means we have more receipt in our cash book bank column than payment. In our cash book bank column, we have more receipt than payment. Therefore, it is favorable. It's a favorable. So bank balance as per cash book means we have favorable. Okay. Bank balance as per cash book or debit balance as per cash book, both are same. Okay. Bank balance as per cash book or debit balance as per cash book, or favorable balance as per cash book, okay, or overdraft balance as per passbook, okay. So if these items comes a starting point, now there is a trick available. So favorable balance as per cash book, debit balance as per cash book, we have cash in our bank account, cash book, bank balance per cash book, okay. These three are same. But here, suppose you have a OD balance as per passbook. What is OD balance per passbook? In your passbook, in your bank statement, you have more payment than deposits. We have more payment than deposits. The difference is called overdraft. Suppose you have a deposit of 1,20,000 in your bank account, but you have a payment of 1,50,000. So 30,000 is a borrowing. So therefore, it's called OD balance. Passbook. These four are starting point. Okay. There are certain items to be added. There are certain items to be subtracted. What are items to be added? I have a bank passbook, I have a cash book, bank column, I have a passbook. I am going to reconcile. Okay. So here, what is to be added? Here? So cash book down items. What is down item? Sometimes whenever the check issued, cash book will be reduced. Okay. So bank column of cash book reduced. So cash book down items, reduction of cash book, reduction of payment in the cash book. So those items to be added. Similarly, in passbook, sometimes some customer deposit in your passbook, in your bank account, your passbook will shows higher balance. Sometimes interest credited in your bank account, your passbook shows higher balance. Okay. Sometimes dividend collected by the bank, your passbook shows higher balance. Sometimes rent received by the bank people, your passbook shows higher balance. So your passbook shows higher balance, added, or cash book shows lower balance, should be added. That's it. Similarly, so cash book higher item, cash book increases. How the cash book increases? Check received but not deposited in the bank account. Once check received, automatically your cash book increases. But in your passbook, no, we are not deposited so far, no. So cash book increased item. What is increased item? Check received, entered in the cash book, so far not deposit. Automatically your cash book shows higher balance. Right. But here, okay, similarly, so passbook shows lower balance. What is passbook shows lower balance? See, passbook shows lower balance means sometimes some debit in your bank account. So for example, bank charges, debit, interest charges, debit, commission charges, debit, or withdrawal only in the bank account, debit. So bank passbook only reduces those items to be subtracted, okay. So automatically you have to add and subtract. If these 3-4 are opening balance, automatically the result will come, the result is called, so bank balance as per bank balance as per passbook, 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 bank balance as per passbook. Or suppose OD balance, bank balance per passbook, that's it. Or suppose OD balance is a starting point, OD balance is starting point, OD balance I'm going to take as a positive, starting point I'm going to take as a positive, OD balance starting point I'm going to take as a positive, okay, positive, right. Suppose OD balance comes in, or OD balance comes in, so either bank balance as per cash book starting point means ending point bank balance as per passbook, that is clear, Suppose if you start OD balance as passbook as starting point, OD balance as per cash book you will be getting, OD balance per cash book you will be getting, okay. So this is positive, okay. Suppose the same positive comes now, it is called OD balance. Suppose OD balance if you treat as a positive figure, so 2300 OD balance positive. Suppose again the positive comes, you can treat OD balance as per cash book. Suppose OD balance for passbook is a positive, negative comes, okay, we can say bank balance per passbook. If a negative comes, you can say bank balance passbook, which means we have a more cash in your bank account. For OD balance for passbook is a positive means you will be supposed to get positive, then you can call OD balance per cash book. Suppose OD balance for passbook is starting point is positive, suppose negative comes, if it is a positive, if it is negative comes, you may treat bank balance as per passbook, which means we have cash in your bank account as per bank statement. So that's a conclusion you can conclude. By solving the problem, you come to know everything in detail. So here, if negative comes, let's see, if negative comes, bank balance as per cash book, bank balance as per cash book. If negative comes, bank balance as per cash book. If negative comes, bank balance as per cash book. So OD balance passbook is a positive. If suppose if a negative comes, you have to say balance as per cash book, Suppose if positive comes, OD balance as per cash book. If positive comes, OD balance as per cash book. If negative comes, balance as per cash book, Let's see the reverse case. Bank balance as per passbook, bank balance as per passbook, or bank balance as per passbook, or credit balance as per passbook, or favorable balance as per passbook, or these three are one group, this is one group, both are same, all are same, one group, or overdraft balance as per cash book. What do you mean by this? In cash book we have more payments, than receipts, therefore we used to call it as a OD balance as per cash book, okay, right, OD balance per cash book, right. This is starting point, right. OD balance per passbook, I am going to start with the positive figure, right. If these 4 comes now, this is the treatment. See, already this is the reverse case. Already bank balance as per cash book means there are certain items plus, there are certain subtracted. No, here if a bank balance per passbook means subtracted item, those subtracted items earlier, now it is going to be added. Those added items could be subtracted. That's it. Now minus, no, it become plus. So cash book increased items, passbook down items, cash book increased items. Cash book we have more increased item, which means more cash in your cash book. We have less cash in your passbook. Those items to be added. Similarly, cash book down items, check issued but not cleared, those items. So okay, cash book reduces. Similarly, passbook increased item. Directly my customer deposit in your bank account, my passbook shows higher balance. Interest credit in your bank account, passbook shows higher balance. Rent receipt in the passbook shows higher balance. Those items to be subtracted. Okay, those items to be subtracted. Then automatically the result will be bank balance as per Cashbook, as per Cashbook, or okay, bank balance as per Cashbook will come. Okay, so maybe so favorable balance as per Cashbook, okay, or debit balance as per Cashbook. Either you can call it as, okay, bank balance as per Cashbook or debit balance as per Cashbook, debit balance as per Cashbook, you may call it as, or favorable balance as per Cashbook, you may call it as, or OD balance, order of balance as suppose I am treating Cashbook as a positive figure. OD balance of the Cashbook is a positive. Suppose again the positive comes, I may call OD balance of the Cashbook starting point. Again the positive comes, I may treat OD balance as per Passbook. With the positive comes, I may treat as a OD balance as per Passbook. Positive starting point, I have to add, I have to subtract, the result should be positive, I may treat OD balance as per Passbook. Suppose the result is negative, suppose the result is negative, I may treat result is negative, I may treat, so bank balance as per Passbook, bank balance as per, if negative comes, bank balance as Passbook, which means we have cash in your bank account. Positive starting point, OD balance of the Cashbook, positive comes in, so OD balance by Passbook, you can close it. Suppose if the negative comes after adding and subtracting, we may call bank balance, as per, bank column as per Passbook, Let's see what are the features of BRS, bank reconciliation statement. Number one, it is a statement. Yes, true. It is not a process, it is not a part of process of, it is a statement only. Bank reconciliation statement means as on the date, your Passbook and your Cashbook, bank column of Cashbook will not be tallied. What are the reasons? We have to identify. So that's why we need reconciliation statement. It is not a process of accounts, it is a statement only, right? So we have to reconcile the causes of difference between the bank column of Cashbook and the bank balance, bank statement. Okay, we have to reconcile it. And finally, any part of the year you can reconcile it. Every week you can reconcile, every month you can reconcile, or every 2 weeks you can reconcile, every quarter you can reconcile. It is up to the management of the company to be decided. That's it. But we have to reconcile it. What are the differences? Why we need it? What time you have to reconcile it? That is up to the management to decide. That's it. What are the reasons for difference between Cashbook and Passbook? Okay, I told you already. Okay, so there are two types. There are certain items appearing only in the Cashbook, not in the Passbook. There are certain items appearing only in the Passbook, not in the Cashbook. That's what the reason reconciliation to be started. So that is the difference. Bank balance as per Cashbook and bank statement will not be tallied. So this is the reason. Let's see. Bank balance as per Cashbook. So bank balance as per Cashbook. Bank balance as per Cashbook, starting point. Okay, bank balance as per Cashbook, start point. Now, what is the one more name? Bank balance, we have one more name. OD balance as per Passbook. One more name, OD balance as per Passbook. Both are same. I am going to treat this one as a positive figure. Right? What are the items to be added? What are the items to be subtracted? Fine. So here, my point of concern, bank balance as per Cashbook and OD balance Passbook, both are same. Okay, right. Now what are the items to be added? What are the items to be subtracted? Number one, check deposited but not claimed. What do you mean by check deposited? Check received. I told you this is a format. Cashbook down item, Passbook increased item to be added. Similarly, Cashbook increased item and Passbook down item to be subtracted. The ending result will be bank balance as per Passbook or OD balance as per Cashbook. If positive comes, okay, fine, right. Now check deposited bank but not cleared. What do you mean by this? Check received. Once check is received, automatically our Cashbook increases. Right? You deposit check in the bank account. Correct? Accepted. Automatically it is credited in your bank account. No, so far not yet. So Cashbook shows higher balance. Your Passbook shows lower balance. Your cash book shows higher balance, your passbook shows lower balance. Okay, your cash book shows higher balance, your passbook shows lower balance. Therefore, that particular amount, no, should be subtracted. That's why they call it as less say. Suppose reverse case, I told you the reverse case. Suppose OD balance as per cash book or bank balance as passbook, starting point. So what are the items you have less so far? It is going to be added. That's a simple idea. Okay. So bank balance per cash book, OD balance passbook, same treatment. OD balance as cash book, bank balance passbook, same treatment. So okay, these two are starting point, let's say these two are starting point, add. That's the difference. Check issued but not presented in bank. Check issued but not presented in bank. Okay. So once a check issued, automatically your cash book shows lower balance. Okay. Therefore, you should be added. You should add. Reverse case, you have to do less. Right. I'm starting with this one. So add. Okay. Interest debit in the passbook only. So passbook shows lower. Debit in the passbook means lower balance. Passbook shows lower. Therefore, you have to less. Show less because starting point bank balance by cash book. So you have to show less. In reverse case, you have to add. These two. You have to add. Payment by bank debit in the passbook only. In passbook only it was debited. Passbook shows only debit and passbook shows lower balance. Passbook shows lower balance. Therefore less. Reverse case, you have to do add. Direct payment by customer in passbook. Only. Which means your passbook shows higher. Directly my customer deposit in the bank account. Your passbook shows higher. So you have to add. Reverse case, you have to less. Okay. Now bill discounted dishonored in the passbook only. So once dishonored happen, automatically the bank people take the money in your bank account. Suppose Nandini defaulted after 3 months. Imagine a customer, Nandini has defaulted after 3 months. Automatically the banker, my banker will deduct the payment from my bank account. So earlier the amount bill discounted, they credit in my bank account. Once it dishonored by my Nandini customer, automatically what happened? The bank people will take the money from my bank account. Automatically it should be subtracted. My money per bank account, my passbook shows lower balance, therefore it should be subtracted. Therefore it is called less. The reverse case, it is called add. Let's see. Check deposited, dishonored in passbook only. Dishonored in passbook only. So here automatically once check deposit dishonored in the passbook means, so check received, automatically cash book shows higher balance. Your cash book shows higher balance. But the amount was not credited in the bank account. Your passbook shows lower balance. Therefore, those items to be subtracted. Check received, cash book shows higher balance. Check deposited, dishonored in the bank. Your bank not collecting the money. Your passbook shows lower balance. Therefore, you have to subtract. Reverse case, you have to add. Similarly, interest, dividend, commission collected by the bank. Automatically, your passbook shows higher balance. Okay, therefore added. Reverse case, less. Overcasting payment side of cash book. What do you mean by it? What means payment side of cash book means higher. Payment side higher means your cash book reduces. Therefore add. Undercasting of receipt of cash book. Okay, you are showing lower receipt. You are showing higher payment, cash book down. You are showing lower receipt. Your cash book down. You are showing lower receipt, cash book down. You are showing higher payment, cash book down. Therefore add. Reverse case, it is less. Similarly, so balance of a cash book starting point I took. Okay. Undercasting a payment side of cash book. Or overcasting a receipt side of cash book. Okay. Undercasting a payment side of cash book means, what do you mean by this? Okay. Payment side lower. So payment side lower, which means you are showing more cash balance. Okay. More cash balance automatically. So more cash balance means we have a less. Overcasting of receipt, overcasting of receipt in your cash book. We have more cash balance, we have more cash balance. So therefore less. Reverse case ma added, reverse case added, reverse case added. Similarly, deposit recorded twice in the cash book, twice in the cash book, twice in the cash book, which means you are showing more receipt. So only one deposit, but you are showing 2 times deposit. Your cash book shows higher balance. Cash book shows higher balance. Okay, cash book shows higher balance. Therefore, those items to be subtracted. Those items to be subtracted. That's it. Let's see. Undercasting of credit side of passbook or overcasting of debit side of passbook. What is undercasting of credit side of passbook? Credit side of passbook means you have a higher balance in the passbook. Undercasting means we have a lower passbook. Undercasting means we have lower passbook. Lower passbook. Okay. Undercasting means you have lower passbook. So you have a lower passbook. Your lower passbook. Your lower passbook. Okay. Therefore, those items to be subtracted. Those items to be subtracted. Those items to be subtracted. Passbook shows lower balance. Therefore, those items to be subtracted. Reverse case, it should be added. The check deposit into the bank. Check deposit into the bank, but credited without recording the cash book. Without recording. So automatically your passbook shows check deposit in the bank. Automatically it is credited to the bank account. But so far those information not entered in the cash book, which means as on date, your passbook shows higher balance. Your passbook shows higher balance. So as on date, your passbook shows higher balance. Your passbook shows higher balance. So far not entered in the cash book. Your passbook shows higher balance. Therefore add. Therefore add. Therefore add. Therefore add. Therefore add. Add. Reverse case. Reverse case. Reverse case. You have to list. Reverse case. You have to list. Similarly, wrong debit in the passbook. Wrong debit in the passbook. Wrong debit in the passbook. See, you have a wrong debit in the passbook. Somebody's account is to be debited. Wrongly, your account is debited. Okay. So therefore, passbook shows lower balance. Passbook shows lower balance. Wrong debit in the passbook. Passbook shows lower balance. Therefore, less. Therefore, less. Therefore, less. Those items to be subtracted. Reverse case, you have to add. Reverse case, add. Similarly, wrong credit in the passbook. Wrong credit in the passbook. Your passbook shows higher balance. Your passbook shows higher balance. Your passbook shows higher balance. Therefore, add. Therefore, add. Therefore, add. Therefore, add. Reverse case, you have to list. Reverse case, you have to list. Check drawn, but not actually issued to the supplier. Check drawn, but not actually issued to the supplier. How much ma? Check issued. Okay, check drawn. Okay, check. Just enter the name of the customer. Enter the name of the customer. Okay. Once I enter the customer, automatically check issued. Once you check issued, automatically enter the cash book. Enter the cash book. Enter the cash book. Automatically my cash book shows lower balance. Okay. Check drawn, entered in the cash book, but not handed out to the customer. Not handed out to the supplier. Not handed out to the supplier. Check drawn, entered in the cash book. So automatically my cash book shows down, but so far not given to the supplier. Not given to the supplier. Once not given to the supplier, automatically my passbook showed no deduction. No deduction. No. My cash book shows only deduction. There is a lower balance. So far the amount is not taken for the by supplier. So passbook it is not entered. Therefore add. So add. Check issued, but not hand out to the supplier. Therefore lower balance the cash book. Therefore add. Reverse case less. Reverse case less. Similarly, bank charges recorded twice in the cash book. Twice in the cash book. Okay. Twice in the cash book. Bank charges. Okay. Now what do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? So bank charges entered twice, which means you are showing lower balance in the passbook. So you are showing. So here bank charges recorded twice in the cash book. What is the bank charges? Payment side. What is bank charges? Ma? Payment side. So payment side you are showing. Okay, in the cash book. See, there is only one charge in the passbook. Only one charge in the passbook. Similarly, one charges you entered in the passbook, in the cash book. So passbook also down one time. Your cash book also down by one time. But second time you entered. Second time you entered in the cash book. Second time you entered in the cash book. So once you entered the second time, your cash book shows lower. So one time passbook down, one time cash book down, clear. But one more time you entered in the passbook, entered in the cash book. So one more time your cash book down. Therefore add. See, one time debit, one time charges in the bank passbook. Okay. One time bank charges in the cash book. Okay, that is okay. But one more time you entered in the cash book. Therefore, one more time your cash book shows down. Therefore add. Last, amount withdrawn from the bank. Once the money withdrawn from the bank, automatically your passbook was down. Therefore, it should be debited. Therefore, it should be subtracted. Therefore, less. So amount drawn from the bank, your passbook shows down. Therefore, you have to subtract. Reverse case, you have to add. That's it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel Stride Edutech and press the bell icon to see new videos.